Captain Wilson Mutua. Over.
Jumbo Wilson, we are just about to enter the reserve at Little Ituri Forest.
I'm Jumbo, Simba One. Keep your eyes open and drive carefully. You should see lots of animals.
Awesome. Thanks, Wilson. Off to the right, there is a little animal down by the bushes there. It's a yellow-backed tiger. Tiger actually means diver in Swahili. It's going to refer to the behavior of diving into the bushes when threatened by predators. The larger one there with those striped legs is an okapi. It might look like a zebra with those striped legs, but it's actually the closest living relative to the giraffe. They're very similar tongues, very long, very sticky. You'll take the leaves right off the branches. They weren't found by the Western world until 1901. Up until then, they were just really thought to be a mythical creature. Watering holes like these ones always have been, always will be, really important gathering places for a lot of animals in the forest, including some of the rare species like the black rhino. Well, they're pretty rare though. There's only about 4,200 left in all of Africa. It looks like there's going to be one right up here. These birds down by the water, the white ones, black tip feather, yellow bill, creatively called the yellow-billed storks. Pretty hungry birds can eat anything smaller than them, including rats. There's that black rhino. A little bit closer here. That skin is about an inch thick and it can repel all other predators except man. They do charge at around 35 miles an hour, weigh around 3,000 pounds. Down by the edge of the water, there's a giant black and white bird. It's the tallest stork in Africa. It is the saddle-billed stork. Stands around 5 feet tall. Impressive wingspan of about 8 to 9 feet. It's actually the width of this truck from one edge of canvas to the other. Now, if you want to take this time, go ahead and look directly above you. Those are some game spot guides up there. Every single one of those animals have been seen at one point or another on the reserve. I can't really guarantee you that we'll see them all. We only have 2 weeks to cover 800 square miles, so there's no possible way I can stop for all those animals. We can stop for a couple, but only for a couple seconds. To the left there are some tan animals. Those are the greater kudu. They're the second largest antelope in Africa. Alright, let's go ahead and leave that forest area behind. I don't know about you, but I'm in the mood for some hippos. I'm going to take you up by the Safi River. That's where we're normally going to get to see them. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled and make sure you're looking in the water. That's where they're most likely going to be found. There's a couple over there, a little difficult to see. If you can't see them, not to worry. As we cross the river, should be some more on the left-hand side. I'm not really allowed to stop on this side of the river anyway. Hippos are nocturnal herbivores, so they spend most of the day in the water and will come out at night to feed on the vegetation around. In one night, one hippo can eat about 150 pounds. It's a really big salad if you ask me. Looks like there's the hippos just on the other side of this island here. Those light-colored birds on the island, those are the pink-backed pelicans. They like to work together to herd fish in shallow water.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
There's
they're all
the hippos.
underneath.
Where's the hippos? Look at them blowing bubbles.
Hippos can hold their breath for about 5 to 8 minutes. They don't actually swim in the river, they are just going to be running along the bottom. Much too big to do any real swimming, going to use those front 2 legs to propel themselves along the bottom. You look real closely here. There is a hippo out of the water just through the palm tree. Probably won't make a great picture. You're just going to have to see it.
Oh, he's way back
That
there.
palm tree's in the way just a little bit.
You've never gotten it. I barely saw it.
This is just a real old bridge, pretty bumpy. Just going to remind you guys to remain seated for me.
Simba One, come in.
Simba One here. What's up, Wilson?
Just wanted to let you know that my ground patrol has seen a lot of elephant activity near the red clay pit. You definitely want to check out that area.
Red clay pits. You got it, Wilson. We'll head that way in just a little bit. But first, I do want to show you guys the Savannah. It is going to be a completely different ecosystem than the forest and river we just left. I hope you guys are ready for this view. It is my all-time favorite of the entire reserve. the Serengeti grasslands that span hundreds of miles through East Africa. And just to the left here, there is a tan animal. This is the Patterson eland. It is the largest antelope in Africa. It stands around 6 feet tall from hoof to shoulder. It's going to weigh around 2,000 pounds. A giraffe to the right. It's a reticulated giraffe. The Latin word reticulata means net. It is going to refer to the net-like pattern on their body. There's also a water buck over here. Secretes an oil that helps protect them from water, making them virtually waterproof.
Waterproof.
Couple more Patterson elands out there. Another giraffe coming up.
Oh, wow.
It's gonna eat you.
The Serengeti grassland is home to millions of migratory animals like the white-bearded wildebeest, and of course the more famous elephants, lions, and giraffes.
Tigers and bears.
The big guys with horns over there are the Ankole cattle.
Look at that.
And then if you look to the right as well, just past this guy, there's a real little giraffe out there. That's the baby giraffe.
Over there.
Probably around 2 to 3 months, definitely no more than 4. Some more Patterson elands. Now those Ankole cattle are also known as Watusi cattle, after the African Watusi tribe. First tribe to ever domesticate them. Horns are perfectly symmetrical and about 5 to 6 feet in length and hollow. The only thing running through there is going to be some blood, just acts as a coolant for the cattle. The mounds are passing all throughout here. These are termite mounds, made from termite saliva and sand. It's the African sun that's going to dry that mixture, turning it hard as concrete.
Mama, there, look. They could be uneven.
Another one right here.
Couple more termite mounds over here. There's some real small ones out to the right here, tan. They do have a black and white stripe on their side. Those are the Thompson gazelle. Now they're so little, I kind of like to call them Tommies. They may look like babies, but they are actually fully grown. They're not going to get any bigger than that. The large gray ones on top of the hill, those are the white-bearded wildebeest. They're the largest land migrating animal on the planet. Over 1.5 million do migrate through East Africa every year. Just about to enter elephant country.
Keep your eyes open for me. We picked up a baby elephant that was wandering off on its own. We can't find the mother. I'm afraid poachers may be in the reserve.
A baby elephant alone and poachers? Well, that simply won't do, Wilson. I'll let you know if we see anything suspicious. This is sometimes referred to as Monkey Point from the group of mandrills that can be seen off to the left sometimes. Pretty good at playing hide and seek though. They all do have that brilliant blue, red, blue facial pattern that you might recognize from Rafiki. I can usually pick up a radio station around here. Let's just see if I can find my favorite WILD. There's a camp around here that we sometimes use when we need to set up. Oh, there it is. Yes, and it's even playing my favorite song. You guys are more than welcome to sing along if you know it. There's an African elephant.
Wow.
Both males and females do have those ivory tusks. If they were to lose a tusk in their lifetime, like this one has, it's actually never going to grow back. And they can even get cavities in those tusks. Oh man, another bridge. Oh well, at least we have the radio. Or not. That's cool too. I guess we'll just take this bridge pulley. It's very slowly. I'm sure we'll be fine. But you know, frozen fingers never really did hurt anyone. Front tires. Ah, Kuna Matata. No hurries, no worries. Oh, we got this. Good work, team. We've got the red clay pits. I'm guessing the ones Wilson was talking about. Footprints and tusk marks definitely indicate some elephant activity. Believe it or not, elephants will eat this clay for beneficial nutrients and minerals that they don't get in their normal diet. Elephants are pregnant for 22 months. Babies stay with mom for about 13 to 15 years. That is going to be the second longest childhood, second only to humans. Moms are going to teach their babies where to locate food and water, how to interact with other elephants, pretty much the necessities of life, which is why Wilson is real concerned about the calf away from its mother. There's some over there to the left. The big tree to the left and the big ones to the right here are a couple baobab trees. Locals here call them upside down trees because they kind of look like they're planted upside down. They will remain just like that for about 9 months of the year without any leaves. That's why they can survive so long without any water. Big groups of elephants are usually the female and the young. At around age 15, the males will venture off by themselves, start their solitary life. On occasion, they do form bachelor groups, though. This is a pretty common spot to see elephants down by the watering hole. That gray wrinkly skin is very sensitive to sunburn, so they'll roll in mud and fling grass and dirt on their backs. They don't like to be sunburned any more than we do.
Is that your mom?
Yeah.
The Kobe rocks. Kobe actually means little head in Swahili. It's going to refer to that big rock formation there. Flamingo Island here. These are greater flamingos, lightest pink of all the flamingo species. You're going to get that bright pink coloring from a high level of beta carotene. It's a type of vitamin A. Looks like there's some big animals that have been hanging around here. Probably white rhinos. They like to roll in mud. They are Africa's greatest success story. I really like seeing them. They were poached to near extinction just for their horns. But we've got anti-poaching conservation efforts working real hard, bringing that population back up to a sustainable level. Some eggs over there. Based on size and location, I'm going to say probably ostrich eggs. Each one of those eggs will weigh around 3 to 4 pounds, making them the largest eggs of all the birds. Which makes sense, ostrich are pretty big birds.
Simbawan, I see you at the junction. I suggest you go west. It will be worth it.
Sure, Wilson, I can go west, but he's taking us right to those Kopi rocks I was telling you about earlier. Off to the left there, there's some cheetahs. They are laying pretty flat up in the sun there towards the tree line. A little difficult to spot.
Look right past, not this tree, right up here.
Cheetahs are the fastest land animal. They run around 60 to 70 miles an hour. Primarily daytime hunters. They'll hunt during the heat of the day and use their sight, not smell, to locate prey. Perfect. Now these are the Kopi rocks. A habitat for the lions, the largest carnivorous animal in Africa. The male lion can weigh around 500 pounds, primarily just to protect the pride, while it is the female that will go out and do the hunting. The lioness will hunt at night, collectively within the pride. It is a little strange for cats to be hunting in a group, but that's the way lions prefer it. Among the very few animals that will hunt in a group here in Africa. Off to the right, there's some white animals that have that grayish brown back and neck. Those are the Adex, endangered desert antelope. And then if you look farther to the right just a little bit, there is a white rhino back there. White rhinos get their name from the mispronunciation of the African word bite. It means wide, going to indicate their wide mouth. Nothing to do with their color, that's just a coincidence. Now there's the female lion, just on the other side of the big rock there. Exhibiting very natural behavior for you. Lions are inactive, just like any other cat, for about 18 to 20 hours a day. It's pretty much all day. They are going to spend a lot of time just like that, lying around during those cat naps, doing nothing. Rough life, I'm sure. That's both the male and female up there. The male is the one that's going to have the big mane.
Oh yeah, I see his mane.
Coming up to some warthog burrows. Warthogs are the largest burrowing mammal in Africa. They are going to use that tough snout to burrow out, back themselves and their young into it to protect from predators. There's one just to the left of the big green bush and to the right of the fallen logs there. You can see their tusks.
Here. Oh, okay. Oh, right there.
You might recognize warthogs from Pumbaa from The Lion King. Pumbaa actually means silly or foolish in Swahili. A couple more ostrich eggs to the left, and an ostrich, largest birds in Africa, have wings and feathers, but they cannot fly. Not that they really need to though, they do run at about 40 miles an hour. My favorite animal over here on the right are the little brown ones there. Those are the bantubak. Completely extinct in the wild. The only place you can see them are on reserves like this one. And then the white ones with the tan necks are the scimitar horned orcs.
Zimbabwe, there are poachers in the area. Can you help us cut them off?
Oh, what do you guys say? Can we help Wilson out?
Yeah.
Alright, that's the excitement I like to hear. I think we're just going to go ahead and stay on this holy and cold. Never mind, they broke through the gates. We're going to have to leave the reserve to help Wilson out.
The poachers are heading east. Keep going, and you'll drive them to my patrol. Over.
You got it, Wilson. East, heading that way now. Oh man, geysers. You guys never said anything about geysers. Oh, and gunshots. It's not getting any better. I don't see anything over there. I say we get out of here. Now, Wilson, we are heading right for their camp. A whole lot of ivory, not a lot of people. You sure you wanted me to go this way?
Oh, not to worry. You drop them right into my patrol.
Oh, that is fantastic news, Wilson.
The poachers ran, but they won't get far. We located the mother elephant. Thanks to you, they are now both safe. Asante sana, everyone.
Happy to help, Wilson.
I have to go now. We have to get this baby elephant back to its mother.
Sounds like a plan to us. Well, asante sana, you guys.
I got it.
Although it does look like we're a bit off schedule. So I'm going to have to cut our 2-week safari short by, well, about 14 days. So it looks like I'm going to be able to get you back on the reserve here. And then I'll just drop you off at one of the closest warden's posts. From there, it should just be a short little walk back to Harambe village. 20-30 miles. Nothing too strenuous. You guys did just save a baby elephant. It's just a little bit of traffic here in Africa. You can't escape it anywhere, I swear. I'll get you through it as soon as I can, though. Now, if you feel like you didn't get quite enough animals today, totally understand. I promised you 2 weeks. We only got about 20 minutes. I was a little off on that. Check out Pangani Forest Trail. It is just a short little walking trail, about 10-15 minutes or so. You can take longer or short if you want, up to you. There are some animals over there that you can't see here on the reserve.